All right, let's jump into this video and let's see if we can't knock this one out, make it a pretty short and sweet video. So today we're going to take my Kimber 45, it's the 4-inch Pro Carry 2 model, and we're going to add the Wilson Combat flat wire recoil spring kit. It's like a 22 pounder. I think the one that's in there is like 25 pounds, so it'll lighten it up a little bit. But I've read some stuff that one may be a better option for 1911s and stuff like that. I mean, it is Wilson, so it should be fine. It should be better. I'm actually gonna look to start tricking this out. I have the trigger, a Wilson Combat Competition trigger that came in. I just didn't have time to put it in yet, so I will do another video with that. Also with Dawson Precision front sight, which hasn't came in yet and should have been in here the last day or two. It hasn't come. And then soon I'll be adding a magwell and then changing the grips again. I will start probably competing with this in IDPA, and then I'm also going to do the Western States single stack championship that's in Arizona and Mesa at Rio Salado, I think in February. So yeah, I'll look to start shooting this gun this year quite often, mixing it up with my carry optics, just to shoot an iron sighted gun and some old school 45. So before we get started, let's just check the trigger for right now, and then we'll check it later on when we put the new one in. But let's just see what it's pulling at right now, and maybe we pull it back here so then we can see. That's at 5 pounds. Let's do it again. I thought it was a lot less than that, but here you go. Just slide a 5 again. That's heavier than I thought it was actually. So it's one more time. Oop, I think I grabbed that one. So one more time. Let's snag that trigger. That says 4. Let me just one more time. Let's pull this back this way on this side. I'm not holding the safety. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, safety's on. All right, let's get this taken care of. Here we go. One more time. Last time. All right, now it says closer to 4. So I don't know. I thought when I was pulling it at the house it was like 4 consistently. But anyway, with the recoil spring that's in there, let's do 2 bill drills like I always like to do. We'll do one at normal speed, then we'll slow it down. Then I'll swap this spring in there, and then we'll do 2 more bill drills to see if we notice a difference. I'm thinking maybe not, but I think I'll start noticing a difference when I swap that trigger, hopefully. So let's get into it and try to keep this one short today. All right, let's go. All right, I got an IDPA style target just 7 yards from me. Got a little marker right here. So we'll be using my black Scorpion IDPA style holster. I'm already loaded. Safety is on, so at the beep we'll draw. And the time isn't as important. We just kind of want to see what the recoil looks like, if we can tell a difference. So let's do one fast, let's do one slow. I'll swap that out. We'll do it again and just see if that makes a difference. And then I'll make a couple more videos later on about when I get the sights, and hopefully I'll put the sights on and a trigger for next week or a week or so whenever I release this. And then eventually I'll get the magwell and everything. So everything should be good here. Let's go ahead and let's just do one quick bill drill here. All right, I pulled one pretty high. All right, the hits were a little out of control. They started high chest, and then they got up to the head. But we're not worried about that. Well, maybe we should be worried about that. Maybe that has something to do with it was just climbing, and maybe this will make a difference. But hopefully you can see what it looked like. Let's slow it down. Let's see what it looks like. I'll swap the spring. We'll do it, and we'll try to compare and see if it makes a difference. .250. All right, considering the hits weren't terrible, they're not what I want. Too high from the first one, and then this last one I threw that neck one, and then threw that one low. So the majority of them were here on both. The first two were from the first one. This one and this one were the low ones. Those are from the last ones. But anyway, it's probably just my grip. I need to work on my grip a little bit. But I can't see a difference out here yet watching the video. So let's go ahead and change that spring, and let's see if I can tell the difference. That last bill drill was like a 274. It was a little slow on the first shot. This one's a 250. The first shot was faster. This is a 136. The last one was like a 154, so two tenths or so faster. Still not a terrible bill drill. 250 even. Still not terrible, but I'd like to be a lot faster, especially from right here. No garment or nothing, so let's swap the spring and let's see what it looks like. All right, spring is swapped. As you can see, the old one with the pin, and got to insert the little Allen wrench, whatever. But I'm gonna be honest, I think maybe I ordered the wrong one. I kind of found it in a forum, and they were talking about this being a longer life span and all that. But if I'm reading this correctly, it recommends use of shooting plus P jacketed hollow point self-defense ammunition. So usually I think you want to go with a heavier spring when you do shoot that. So I probably wasn't reading correctly, because I'm gonna be honest, this thing does not feel like it's any easier or any lighter. And that is a shame, because I was, even when it was cocked, I was able to pull this back a little bit easier. So I don't know what it's gonna do or how it's gonna feel. So I mean, it might be good to carry it around like that with some real nasty ammo, but let's just go ahead and do the two bill drills and see what it looks like. All right, we're back at 7 yards. Taped up the target. Let's just run it fast, and we'll slow it down on one, and then we'll just see if I can tell the difference in it. So let's just take a look. Let's see if we can see it on camera, and I'll let you know if I can feel the difference. But I might have got the wrong one for what I want to do with this, which is compete with it and tame the recoil a little bit. So it is what it is. Let's just see what it does. So here we go. First bill drill with the new spring, Wilson Combat. All right, that was a 244. It felt fast. It felt like I was getting on there a lot faster. So let me just check these hits real quick. All right, I actually pulled one up into the head box. The rest were in there. So it was a little faster than the last one, and naturally I'm shooting it a little bit more, so it is going to be faster. So let's slow it down, and the draw the first shot was a 130, and I had a pretty decent split at a 19, which is a little bit uncharacteristic of me. I usually don't do splits that fast, even with my normal gun, and this being a 4 to 5 pound trigger. So let's do this in slow-mo. It feels faster, so it feels like it's putting it right back there a lot quicker. So I don't know. Let's slow it down. All right, let's just wrap this up. I unloaded already. Might as well take the mag out. So on the bill drills, I did pull. I was messing around with this. Disregard that. I did pull that first one on the first shot, but other than that, the rest were in there, minus that one and that one. That one would have been on the second bill drill. The second bill drill, the Slobo one, right now was a 238. So I think the last one was a 244, a 238, and my first one's we're a 274 and a 250, so naturally you're going to get faster. But what I will say is this does not feel like it is a lighter spring. So I might have messed up by not checking to see what the actual poundage of the original one was, and this one being a 22 pound. I thought they were 25, but it's my bad. So if this is what they recommend for carrying, you know, you're gonna carry some hot loads, and yeah, that's not what I meant, or did I? But anyway, so you're gonna carry some hot ammo, and I guess, you know, it's gonna be real aggressive, and you want to get it right back on. So what I did notice is it did feel like it was getting there a lot faster. With the other spring, it did feel a little sluggish. You could tell it was a 45, but it was a little sluggish coming back, and this one did feel like it was coming back a lot faster. Again, it was a 239. My first shot was a 129. I could be a lot faster, but that wasn't the point. The point was to see how it felt, and I did end up keeping them in there tighter. So I'm gonna mess with it a little bit more, and I'm gonna change that trigger to their competition trigger that I have, and we'll see if it's faster. If this isn't what I want out of the gun, getting the hits fast is what I want, and if the hits are fast and the group is tight, because I want to run this for IDPA and then USPSA, then I'll probably leave it. But if it's not, if it's I'm having an issue with it, I might experiment with some lighter springs. But anyway, I finally replaced the spring. It does feel heavier, so we will see what it's like when I get the other new parts. Probably in a week or so from now, I'll film the video, and then we'll just see. I don't know when I'll release it. Kind of see what the difference is. But all right, there you have it, the Wilson Combat Flat Wire Spring and Guide Rod 22 pounder. It's not bad. It feels faster, so stay tuned and we'll see how it ends up. Thanks.